Tennis player Jessica Pegula, whose parents are billionaires, expressed that her life is definitely. Jessica Pegula may be a star in the world of tennis, but she's hardly the only member of her family who's obsessed with sports. The 30-year-old athlete, who faces off against Aryna Sabalenka at the U.S. Open final on September 7th, is the daughter of Terry and Kim Pegula, the billionaire couple who own multiple professional sports teams, including the Buffalo Bills. But her parents' sky-high net worth doesn't mean Jessica Pegula snacks on caviar between sets. The Buffalo native, who's the sixth-ranked player in the world, chuckled over outrageous rumors that say she arrives to her matches in a limousine at a press conference earlier this week. "People think I have a butler, that I get chauffeured around, that I have a private limo, that I fly private everywhere," she said, laughing before adding, "I'm definitely not like that." Just this week, Forbes estimated that Terry Pegula, who made his money through his oil and gas business, East Resources, has a net worth of $7.7 billion. But the self-made billionaire and his wife know what it's like to struggle from humble beginnings. Terry Pegula comes from a Pennsylvania coal mining family, and Kim Pegula, who was born in Seoul, South Korea, spent time in an orphanage as a child. Read on to learn more about Terry and Kim Pegula. Terry Pegula was born into a coal mining family in Carbondale, Pennsylvania, according to the New York Times. He graduated from Penn State University in 1973 with a degree in petroleum engineering and began his career as an employee of Getty Oil Company in Victoria, Texas, according to a bio on the NFL website. He borrowed $7,500 from family and friends to purchase land in the Marcellus Shale, a rock formation that stretches between West Virginia and New York. From there he launched his gas and oil company, East Resources, according to the Ocala Star banner. In 2010, he sold the bulk of the company to Royal Dutch Shell for $4.7 billion, according to Forbes. In 2011, Terry and Kim Pegula bought the Buffalo Sabres hockey team, according to the Buffalo Bill website. The couple also purchased the NLL Buffalo Bandits and Rochester Nighthawks and the AHL Rochester Americans. 3 years later, the pair realized a lifelong dream when they bought the Buffalo Bills. The deal made Kim Pegula the first female president of both an NHL and NFL team. Though she's now one of the most powerful women in the NFL, Kim Pegula's life wasn't always so glamorous. Born in Seoul, South Korea, she spent time in an orphanage before being adopted by American parents at age 5, according to her bio on the Buffalo Bills website. She graduated from Houghton College in 1991 with a degree in communications and worked as a hostess at McDonald's before beginning her professional career at her future husband's company. Kim Pegula told the Democrat and Chronicle newspaper that she and Terry Pegula met at a restaurant in 1991. Kim Pegula recalled that she and her college roommate planned to travel to Alaska to work in a fishing camp after they graduated from college in 1991, but fate got in the way. To save for the trip, the two pals filled out applications for employment at the Old Library restaurant in Olean, New York. Terry Pegula and several of his employees from East Resources just happened to be at the restaurant eating lunch the day the two women arrived. He and his future wife struck up a conversation and exchanged contact information. Weeks later, the pair went on their first date, and then another and another. Eventually, Terry Pegula mentioned a job opening at his company. He said, "Hey, I can use somebody at East, but I think he made that up," Kim Pegula told the publication with a laugh. He said, "I do investor relations, and if you've got communication, if that's your background, I don't do that very well. I just know how to drill oil and gas wells, so maybe you can do that." I said, "Okay, I'll do that for now and wait to find out about the other job," and there came a point where I thought, maybe I don't want the other job. After a year of dating, Terry Pegula asked for Kim Pegula's parents' permission to marry her. Kim Pegula shared her parents' hesitations with a Democrat and Chronicle, mainly that Terry Pegula was 18 years her senior, divorced, and had 2 children from his first marriage. They, of course, gave me a speech, one about being involved with your boss, one about the age difference, divorced, stepchildren, all the things as a parent you don't want your child to go through if they don't have to, Kim said. Once they said their piece, I said, "Okay, I understand, but it didn't matter." After that, they never said a word about that. Terry and Kim Pegula share 5 children: Michael, Laura, Jessica, Kelly and Matthew, according to couples' individual bios on the NFL website. In September 2021, Jessica Pegula appeared alongside her.